Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on whenever you are watching us from. It's another edition of Politics on the Street. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. Now, a particular prophet named Prophet Ikuru has come out to say that Nnamdi Kanu is poisonous. Is a poison and poisonous to the society, and that Nnamdi Kanu should never be released. He had appealed to President Tinubu not to listen to the begs of various of the Igbo and the Southeast governor, saying Nnamdi Kanu is a poison to the society. How can you react to this, sir?
If anybody can say that, that is a bad. He's saying it in a bad nature. His ways are bad, because if Nnamdi Kanu, we talk about Nnamdi Kanu is a symbol of a race. It's a symbol of a tribe. You can't say a whole tribe is, poisonous. We can be poisonous to the enemies. We can be poisonous to evil. We can be poisonous to injustice. We can be poisonous to maladministration. We can be poisonous to nepotism. We can be poisonous, to trial, before judgment. We can be poisonous to anything that is negative. And that is what it is. But if it's not on that angle, Nnamdi Kanu is not poisonous. Nnamdi Kanu can never be poisonous to, the children of grace and light. Nnamdi Kanu cannot be poisonous to biafra. So anybody that is saying that, does not believe that there is divinity, does not believe that is God, does not believe, that God has given man that grace to choose good or bad. So I tend to disagree, and I will still disagree over and over again that Nnamdi Kanu does not represent anything that is assaultious. Nnamdi Kanu does not represent anything that is diabolical. Nnamdi Kanu does not represent anything, that's a threat to existence of humanity. Nnamdi Kanu is a good nature, and that is why today everybody is celebrating him.
But sir, now when he said Nnamdi Kanu is poisonous, now coming from this biafra and then agitation and then struggle and the killings in the Southeast, that was why he came out to say Nnamdi Kanu is poisonous. That is one of the reasons he have said, because he has wanted to say that there is killing in Southeast, there is unrest in Southeast, that all what is happening in the Southeast today is the fault and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has spearheaded all what is happening in the Southeast today, the arrest, the killing, and then all of the attributes he mentioned. He said that is the reason why he has come out to say that Nnamdi Kanu is a poison to the society, and that he has appealed to the president not to release him. Now, do you think for him appealing to the president not to release him, do you think Mr. President would listen to what you are saying? Because now Bayo Nnamdi Kanu has come out to have said that the prophet is right for that, and now also Reno Omokri too has thrown his weight behind the prophet Ikuru, a popular Igbo pastor, saying this is the only man who have come out among the Southeast leaders to have come out to have condemned the actions of Nnamdi Kanu.
No reasonable person can condemn freedom. The pastor that is talking today is talking because he has freedom. The pastor that is talking today, freedom pushed him to become a pastor. If God did not give him that freedom, he wouldn't have chosen to be a pastor. He wouldn't have gone out there and be saying that people should come to my ministry. Just like what Nnamdi Kanu is doing today. So he can see that the pastor himself does not understand the meaning of himself, the meaning of being a pastor, the meaning of God, and the meaning of nature. You are taking this air on daily basis and you are putting a camera on me. The air you are taking You never paid for it. That tells you who God is, that God enjoys freedom. What is happening in that place, and the reason the prophet or Ikuru has outlined was not created by Nnamdi Kanu. But Nnamdi Kanu did not create anything that had to do with killing. What Nnamdi Kanu created was freedom. The government of the day created chaos and killing and bloodletting.
What about the money sit at home, sir?
It was created by the government. The sit at home we are hearing today was created by the government. Anything you see that's happening in the East is created by the federal government of demonic Nigeria. There's no two ways about it. Have you been hearing sit at home before? Do Biafra sit at home? At what point, because of the wickedness against the tribe, they decided to say, this is it, this is that. And that was how the government came up with the concept of sit at home. You can see in all ramifications, no matter how you look at it, and no matter the angle you come into it, you will know the truth is that Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any of those offenses as been alleged by Pastor Ikuru, supported by Renomokri and Anonuga, who are the enemies of Biafrans today. But let me tell you, Tinubu has no option, no other option, either hook or crook. Nnamdi Kanu will be released, not what Ikuru is saying, what this thing is saying. No, the law does not act on sentiment. The law is based on the law of logic and order.
But sir, they have also alleged that the Southeast leaders have not condemned Nnamdi Kanu's behavior and utterances while he was still away, before he was arrested or repatriated back to Nigeria. That was what Renomokri said. Southeast governors and some leaders were giving him that power to even cause more division in the country, sir.
No, I don't see what they are condemning Nnamdi Kanu for. Nnamdi Kanu did not make any statement that will warrant any condemnation. Anybody that is going to rise up to say what Nnamdi Kanu is saying or doing is not correct, look at that person very well. He's an enemy of illumination. That person is an enemy of illumination. He doesn't want to have anything to do with light. Everything about him is seated in secrecy and is in darkness. Nnamdi Kanu represents light. And when you see the light shining, and you said, Igbos are not like that. Irrespective that they have been caged for 104 years of Nigerian existence, no Igbo man, no federal government fraction can be said to have been located or situated in the entire Biafran land. But still, the resources that drive Nigeria today, that make them jagaban up and down, is coming from that region. But still, the people that are from that region is only meant for sacrifice. And when it comes to benefiting from what they have, presidency and the rest of them, they are not being given. The Yorubas and the Northerners will sit on it and give out what belongs to them to another people, pretending that they are Nigerian. And you say we should not have the likes of Nnamdi Kanu. Anybody that is saying that, including the pastor that is saying that, need to have his head and his reasoning, knowledge, colonized or reoriented at the end of the day.
Okay, sir. Lastly, for letting go, sir. The same prophet has said that the President Tinubu should not be intimidated by the frequent visits of the Southeast governors, Southeast ministers, and some leaders of the Igbo race to plead to release Nnamdi Kanu. He said he is also an Igbo man, that he would always speak against injustice.
Let me tell you, Dave, anybody that is saying that the president himself now is not being intimidated, he's already been intimidated. You know, he has no option because they know that very well they cannot win Nnamdi Kanu in any competent court of jurisdiction. That's what the lawyer is saying. And the continuous detention of Nnamdi Kanu, Gabachi Yonu, Gabachi and Color. I'm not telling you, I'm just telling you the fact. That's what they're saying. The experts have continued to analyze it. People are beginning to explain it. You know, that the continuation is going to make the man more taller than even the federal government. You know, the same party that will come with this continuous detention, it might become something they cannot be able to handle. And remember recently, you know, the Niger Delta militants gave an ultimatum, you know, and look at what they said. They said they've been watching, that they should not think that they're not watching. They have been watching development between Nnamdi Kanu and the military government for so long. So the same party is coming. They know that this guy is innocent. They said it, that Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. They monitor themselves. Who the government believes that they want to use as the enemies of people are watching development in the country. So the man they are called Jagaban will not have any option than to do the right thing. And what is the right thing to do is that, you know, he should declare Nnamdi Kanu rights to Attorney General of the Federation in front of the federal government is withdrawing this case against this man. You know, so, and that's all. That's easy. As simple as that. Nnamdi Kanu is free. That's what you need to do. But if you continue to hide and the momentum continue to grow, you know, the reservation continue to go, you know, the more you keep him there, the more he becomes more and more popular. And his popularity is bravery to so many people in Nigeria. His
popularity is bravery.
Bravery to so many people in Nigeria, I can tell you that. And it can lead to a revolution that will make Nigeria, you know, to go into incommunicado for the rest of their life.
Thank you for that wonderful submission from our wonderful analyst, Mr. Chinedu Michael. Thank you so much.
Unbelievable. A popular prophet in the East, Prophet Ikuru, has said that Nnamdi Kanu is poisonous to the people of the East, and has advised President Bola Tinubu not to release Nnamdi Kanu. What do you have to say about this issue?
I think what the alleged prophet said should not be taken serious, because how can a man who is fighting for the freedom of his people, a man who is fighting for the rights and for the liberation of all Igbos, now a popular person coming out to say Kanu is poisonous? How is Kanu poisonous? Those who are maltreating the Igbos, those who are marginalized the Igbos, are they no more poisonous than Nnamdi Kanu? I think the prophet himself has issues or scores to settle with Kanu. That is the reason why he's saying that Kanu is poisonous and that the federal government should not release him. It does not work that way. Kanu, a man who has foreseen the geographical space of Nigeria, knows never that if the Igbos does not exist in the country, that there is tendency they might be dominated by the Fulanis and the Yorubas, and now it is happening. You saw how an Igbo man was on the ballot bus. He was deprived of victory. He was deprived of presidency. We've seen how Igbo man have never risen to the top of his peak when it comes to career-wise. It literally, as the Igbo they marginalized in this country, the answer is yes. Is what kind of fighting for? Is it right? Yes. Ojojuku fought for it, and then after the Civil War, there was an agreement in Aburi in Ghana that no victor, no vanquish. And then after the agreement, those things that were agreed, how many things did the Nigerian government implemented those things? Still, from inception, from the era of democracy till now, how many Igbo man, none of the Igbo man has become president, and now you are saying that the Igbo should not agitate for freedom, and now that Igbo man should be worried, because that Igbo man might have collected something from some individuals.
And I wanted to ask you the first thing. These prophets, why do they call out the governors of the Southeast? Why do they call out even the president and senators? Why must it be somebody that is fighting for the actualization of his people? Why do you think?
They tend not to call out their paymasters, because these are people who gave them that portfolio. These are people that work for. Majority of all these so-called prophets we have today is because of the economic situation of the country. If in a Western world, you don't need a pastor to tell you that you become better tomorrow because the economy is not good.
Yes.
But by putting your hard work, you will know that there's a future for you, and there's tendency you become God. It's like you want to become a doctor, and you are studying accountancy. It is not possible. But in Nigeria, you can go to a prophet, meet a prophet, and the prophet tell you it is possible. Know fully well the current state of the nation. It has given a very big lacuna for false prophets to come out and start prophesying. Kanu, if you say, what does he hold against Kanu? That Kanu is dangerous. How is Kanu dangerous? Those who have impoverished people in the southeast, those who have held Nigeria, those who have benefited from this contraption called Nigeria, are they not worse off than Kanu? Ojukwu fought in the civil war. Let's remember how many years ago. Now, would the prophet say Ojukwu too was poisonous there?
Who is more poisonous? This is the question. Who is more poisonous between Nnamdi Kanu and Opuzodima? I'm going somewhere. We saw how, for example, people voted, and according to INEC, Opuzodima took fourth. Then the court said, which we cannot question, that's the decision. Then he took fourth, he took first, and they made him governor. And ever since then, there have been crisis and insecurity in Imo State. Who is more poisonous, or who should be more poisonous between Nnamdi Kanu and people like, some other politicians too, that are not governing their people very well?
Those who are more poisonous is the people who have deprived the people who is supposed to give good education, governance, good life, a better welfare. Is more poisonous than Nnamdi Kanu because Madam Kanu is not in power. What the pastor, I think what the government is scared of is the fact that Kanu every day is becoming too popular.
Why are they afraid? No, this is the question again. Why are they afraid of popularity?
Why wouldn't they are afraid of me? You see, the government themselves is even making Kanu more popular. Let him go, because a man you've kept in incarceration for years, he will become popular. And now look at calamity in the southeast. The southeastern governors are saying on Monday nobody should sit at home, everybody should go to the business. But now on Monday people have deliberately saying choosing Monday to sympathize with Nnamdi Kanu. Now who is giving that lacuna? It is government, because the Kanu has been let off the hook that he should go. Send him to another country. Nobody will think that Kanu is in prison. So the government themselves are worse off than Kanu. If fully let me work for country. Why are they scared of division? Why? Nobody can wake up in the US and then drum for agitation. Nobody can wake up in the UK and this Western world, because everything is as a well planned. But in Nigeria, the first indication, people will always come out to say we are tired of the system. We've seen people have been collapsing in the country. No food, no water. The president is not in the country. He has gone. The vice president is gone. They left power for the Senate president. Now we tell Nigerians anywhere seafood, go and chop. And now we are saying people should not agitate. Who does that?
Now, in 1 minute, like you said, let me just take you on this. President in France, vice, in Sweden, same president is telling Nigerians anywhere seafood eat. What kind of leaders do we have in Nigeria?
We have a very terrible leaders, a very terrible leaders that don't have the pity on Nigerians. If Nigerians die, so be it. If Nigerians survive, so be it. Because in a state like this, now you read what the IMF report said that before the Nigerian economy would bounce back, it would take 15 years. 15 years plus my age now. I'll be towards 40, 50 plus that time. So I have to wait for in the next 15 years for me to have a better life. I have to wait in the next 50 years for me to live the good life I want to live. How long can we continue in such a mess?
Okay, thanks for coming, and God bless you.
Thank you.